to my channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to your day. I am here with the second summer DIY video on my channel. In my first video, I showed you all different kinds of summer decor pieces that are really easy to make and extremely inexpensive. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a bunch of different DIY summer treats that you have to try. They are all amazing and again, super cheap to make and very, very easy. These are all inspired by Pinterest, so I really highly recommend you giving these a go. They are just so much fun and they scream summer. If you have any other questions and concerns, just ask them in the comments below. And without further ado, we're going to get right into this video. So this first treat is extremely easy to make. You're only going to need 3 different things, all things that I got at the Dollar Tree. You are going to need a popsicle mold, you are going to need gummy bears of any assortment, and you're also going to need some Sprite. Just open up your popsicle molds, put different kinds of gummy bears in. I'm choosing 3 different kinds here, and then just take some Sprite, pour the Sprite right up to the brim, and then cover them up and freeze them overnight, and that's really all there is to this treat. They taste absolutely amazing, they look even better, and they're just so much fun for the summer. Just a little tip, put these popsicle molds underneath some hot water and it'll make the popsicles come out much easier. And seriously guys, these are delicious. I love the way the Sprite takes on the flavor of the gummy bears. They're so pretty and they're just really tasty. This next summer DIY treat also only requires 3 ingredients. All you're going to need is a watermelon, some watermelon jello, and some water, both hot and cold. You're going to want to start off by cutting the watermelon in half. You're only going to need half of a watermelon for this DIY. Just put the other half in the refrigerator and enjoy its deliciousness at another time. Then take a spoon and start scooping out all of the watermelon meat and just put it into a bowl. We're going to be using the actual watermelon meat for another treat. You just want to hollow out this entire watermelon until you're down to the rind. Once you are done scooping all of your watermelon out, you're going to start to prepare your jello, and I am doubling the recipe because I'm making 2 boxes of watermelon jello. So for each box, you're going to add 2 cups of hot water and 2 cups of cold water, and you're just going to mix it all up until all of the grains on the bottom are completely dissolved. Now all you have to do is pour your watermelon jello into the shell of the watermelon, and I found that putting this on top of a bowl was much easier. As you can see here, it's kind of moving a little bit because of course it is round on the bottom. So I highly suggest taking your shell and putting it on top of a bowl before you start pouring in your jello. Once all your jello is poured into the shell, just refrigerate it overnight, and then you have your watermelon jello mold. And the very final step is just to take this watermelon and cut it in half. I would not suggest making slices out of this because the watermelon kind of just pours right out. You kind of need that quarter for the watermelon to stand up, and just enjoy it by yourself or enjoy it with a friend. Now onto my favorite treat of this video, the ice cream cone cupcakes. You're going to need a cupcake tin for this, and I found these really awesome cupcake tins at Bed Bath & Beyond. They're for stuffed cupcakes, but they actually work perfectly for this DIY. I've used a regular cupcake tin before and it works just as well. You just have to be really careful because the cupcake cones will not be as stable. They're going to be just standing on their own, so you just really have to be careful that they're not going to fall over. Once you have all your ice cream cones in the cupcake tin, you're going to take your batter and just pour it in. I put my batter in a Ziploc bag and just cut the tip off just to make it a little easier to pour into the ice cream cones. Once you are done pouring all the batter into each individual ice cream cone, you are going to tap down the tin onto the table just to release any excess air bubbles. Now, if you do not have the specialized cupcake tin, I highly suggest doing this one at a time and then placing the cupcake cones back into the tin because you do not want them to fall all over the place. While these are baking in the oven, you're going to prepare your frosting. I am just taking a piping bag with a star tip on the bottom, and I'm using vanilla and chocolate. I'm doing half and half. You don't have to do this, but I was just going for the chocolate vanilla soft serve look. And now for the most aesthetically pleasing part of this DIY treat. I am just obsessed with piping on frosting onto any kinds of cupcakes. So you're just going to take your bag and you're going to pipe it on so it looks like soft serve, and you're just basically going to be making small circles, and you're going to take those circles and move them all the way up until you have a tip that forms on the top. Now to decorate, you can decorate these however you'd like. I'm just choosing to pour some rainbow sprinkles on top of all of them, and then I'm taking some maraschino cherries and I'm placing them on top of half of the cupcakes. And this is what the final product looks like. I am so obsessed with them. Extremely easy to make, ridiculously inexpensive, and so phenomenal. I took these to a party and I got so many compliments on them, and I think that you will too if you make these for any party or just for yourselves. They taste amazing and they look even better. So I have seen these s'mores pinwheels all over Pinterest, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was very skeptical to try these at first because they looked very complicated, but I'm very happy to say they are much simpler than I thought they were going to be. You're just going to start off with 5 cups of Rice Krispies, and then you're going to take some graham crackers and you're just crushing them up and then using your hands to kind of mix them all together. Next, you're going to make your marshmallow mixture, which is just 1/4 cup of butter, and then you're taking 10 ounces of marshmallows and you're mixing it all up until it is smooth. Now you just want to take your melted marshmallow mixture and pour it on top of your Rice Krispies / graham cracker mixture. And if I've said this once on my channel, I've said it a million times. If you are working with melted marshmallow or with fluff, make sure to use some elbow grease while mixing because the marshmallow mixture is just extremely sticky. Pour your batter onto a heavily buttered piece of wax paper, and of course I dropped my bowl right there, no big deal. And you're just going to take a piece of wax paper in your hand and just press down. This is going to evenly spread your mixture out, and then you want to take some marshmallow fluff and just pour it all over or spread it all over your mixture. And the final thing to do is to take some melted chocolate, pour it on top, and then just spread it out with a knife. Finally, you want to take your s'mores Rice Krispie treats and you want to roll it up as if you were rolling a cinnamon roll. Once this is all rolled up together, you kind of want to squeeze it tight so that it's really compact together, and then you just want to place this into the refrigerator until it gets hard. Cut these into 1.5 to 2 inch thick slices and enjoy. I also brought these to the same party that I brought the ice cream cone cupcakes, and they were highly, highly praised. These are freaking amazing. I cannot say enough about these. Just please make them. You will not be disappointed. This next treat is only 2 ingredients. All you're going to need for this one is some cut up watermelon and some Sprite. You're going to take that same watermelon meat that we took out of the watermelon earlier, and you're just going to blend that up and pour it into a pan. And once you have all of your watermelon that has been pureed poured into your pan, you're just going to take some Sprite, pour it in. I'm using only about half of a bottle, and I'm just pouring it in, mixing it up, and then freezing it overnight. Take this out of the freezer about 20 minutes prior to serving it so that it can thaw out a bit, and then take a spoon and scrape at the top, and that is going to give you your watermelon slush. And that's really all there is to it for this treat. It is just 2 ingredients and very, very minimal amount of work to create it. It is so refreshing. If you are a huge fan of watermelon, you are going to love this treat. The Sprite gives it a nice little kick, and it is just so amazing on a hot day. And for the final treat of this video, we are going to be making hamburger cupcakes. You only want the top of the cupcakes for this DIY, so just cut the bottoms off and snack on them later. Once you have all the tops cut off, you're going to take some toasted sesame seeds and you're going to pour these and press these down onto every other cupcake top. Now, the reason we're doing this is one of the cupcake tops is going to act as the bottom, and one of the cupcake tops is going to act as the top of the hamburger bun. Next, you're going to take a circular item that is just about the same size as your cupcakes, and you're going to press it down into some brownies. This is going to act as your hamburger patty. Next, you're going to take some yellow, green, and red frosting, place them into Ziploc bags, and cut the tips off. Now you're going to start with the green on the bottom. This is going to act as the lettuce, and you can really just go crazy with it because you're only going to be seeing the perimeter that is on the outside of the cupcake. And then you're going to take your hamburger patty, aka your brownie, place it on top, and then you're going to add in your ketchup. And I guess the only thing I'm really disappointed with in this DIY is that the ketchup kind of came out pink. If I was going to redo this, I would definitely try to add a little bit more food coloring just to make it a little bit more vibrant. You're going to do the same with the yellow for the mustard and the green for the relish, and then you're just going to take the top, place it on top, and there you have it, your very own little hamburger cupcake. I think these came out so cute. These are perfect for any cookout. I can see people going crazy over these at cookouts. They are just so adorable. They taste amazing, and they're really cheap to make. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below. I hope that you're all having a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Wait, what? Bonus recipe? This is fun. So for this bonus recipe, we are going to be making frozen chocolate covered bananas, one of my all-time favorite treats for any season. All you need to do for this is cut a banana in half, put it in some chocolate, use a spoon to cover the banana completely in chocolate, place it on a wax piece of paper, and then stick a popsicle stick into it or a cake pop stick into it. And then you're just going to decorate it. For my decorations, I am just taking a piping bag filled with chocolate, and I am just drizzling chocolate all over it. I'm keeping some just like that, and in the other ones, I'm taking some sprinkles and sprinkling them on top. Once you are satisfied with the way that your chocolate covered bananas came out, you're just going to place these in the freezer and you're going to freeze these overnight. You can enjoy these up to a week after making them. They are so amazing, and again, they're one of my favorite treats for any season. I'm obsessed with them. They just have that really nice crunchy / soft component to them, and they look amazing. They taste amazing. They're semi-healthy because there's banana in it, but again, they're covered in chocolate. They're just really delicious, and I hope you enjoy them.